Hey Fratcom, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another house review. Today's house is Imaginary Authors. Imaginary Authors is an indie niche house that is based out of the United States. The brand was launched in 2012 and has released 14 fragrances since its inception. The founder and perfumer of this great house is Josh Meyer. Josh is a very active member of the fragrance community. He's a very nice guy, and I have nothing but praise for him and his creations. As per the company website, I'm going to read you a quick quote. Imaginary Authors is born from the concept of scent as art and art as provocation. Like a good book, these scents are meant to inspire you. And these bottles are layered narratives that are sure to generate stirring conversation, fragrances that might be capable of changing the course of your own personal story. The hope is that they not only invigorate and intoxicate, but also take you to a new place. Each Imaginary Author fragrance follows a compelling storyline peppered with intriguing twists. These are scents to curl up with, to share with friends, to take with you wherever you go, and to return to time and time again for a unique, transcendent experience, unquote. Out of the 14 scents that Imaginary Author has released, I had the pleasure of trying 14 scents through some through like a sample pack that they create. They come in these little zipper bags. Basically come with bookmarks, which I think is very creative, and they give you the concept of each fragrance, and they also come in little vials like this with the sticker of the fragrance, I guess. So we're gonna go over 12 out of the 14. The first one is A City on Fire. Now, let me just spray it quickly on here so I can have a fresh remembrance of what the fragrance smells like. A City on Fire is basically that in a nutshell. It smells like campfire. I smell the wood. There are other notes in there, but I can't get past that burnt wood type scent. I know this has a lot of praise in the community. I think it's done very well. It smells like a burnt match, or some burnt log out on the fire pit or something to that effect. It's not my taste, and that's something I want to wear, but for guys or women that like that unique fire burning wood campfire type vibe, this is one to try. As for me, I can't do it. The next one we're gonna try is Bull's Blood. Now Bull's Blood, let's spray it here. Now, Bull's Blood, here's a little bookmark. Rose patchouli scent is very different from typical rose patchouli scents. I respect the artistry within this scent, in this creation, but it's another one that I can't get past the initial scent. I mean, I tested all these out, and the first two just happen to be the ones I don't like. But if you're into rose patchouli type scents, this one is one to try out. It's a little bold. Bull's Blood just says it all. It's a bold name for a bold fragrance. This isn't something I wouldn't wear, but again, I think it's well done. It's blended very well, but the scent itself is not something I would wear. The next one we're going to try is Cape Heartache. Now, going from the two that I don't like to one of my favorites from the line, Cape Heartache. Again, here's the little, I guess, decant. This is so nice. I get, this is a gem. I get a strawberry, 100%, with some fir and pine. There's woody elements to this scent as well. And as it wears, not only do you continue to get what I just mentioned, the strawberry, the pine, the woods, but you also get another added sweetness to it, which what I assume is from the vanilla. Very creative composition. With this one, I enjoy, and I would wear this. Excuse me, I would wear this one pretty often in the cooler weather. This is a must-have in my collection, and I will be adding it fairly soon. Next one is Every Storm a Serenade. Now let me spray this one. Another very well done composition from Josh. This is a fresh, uplifting scent. It does remind me of taking a walk after a rain, surrounded by trees, and it has a slight aquatic touch. You guys know I don't like aquatic, but this one's done very nicely. I can wear this with no problem. That aquatic note is not too dominant, but it gives it like a little blast of brightness. And it's pretty much like the C note is kind of undetected to me, in the sense that I don't get like the seaweed or any of that stinky, what I consider stinky type C note. But it is like a watery, uplifting type scent for the warm weather. Even though I think this may perform well in the fall as well. The next one we have Fallen into the Sea. Now let me spray this one. This is a very good warm weather fragrance. It's bright, it's actually more unisex than I anticipated. Initially, the thoughts were that it's a well-blended men's summer fragrance. That was it. That's as far as I would have taken it. But after receiving it, my wife actually tried this scent and it actually smelled better on her, and she liked it a lot. So I think I'll be picking this one up for my wife. It's a very well blended scent. Reminds me of sweet, like having breakfast by the beach. Maybe like the dominant note in here is the grapefruit, but it's also bright. Another, like I said, this one's great. This is one I'll probably be buying my wife and then sneaking off a few sprays in the summertime. But, and again, another great fragrance. Next one is Memoirs of a Trespasser. Let me spray it. Again, Memoirs of a Trespasser. This is another one that I'll be purchasing very soon for my personal collection. It's a warm scent for the cooler weather. It's composed of vanilla, woods, and you get resins. It's just a great composition with that. That's the three type of notes that I get that are dominant in here, and it's just blended practically to perfection. Some might find this a little too sweet, but in my opinion, it's not. It's actually done very well. I would wear this. I wouldn't wear this necessarily to the office, but I probably would wear this almost anything outdoors, or if I'm hanging at home by the fireplace, or just something nice and cozy. This is a very cozy scent. Anything for outdoors, it would dominate. You'll be smelled. You'll be detected. And I'm pretty sure this generates some compliments. I can guarantee it. Again, this is another one my wife enjoyed on me. She probably wouldn't wear this. The next one we have is Mosaic. And here again, here is the bookmark, and they have like a little place here for you can spray the scent. Green, citrus, woods, and watery notes. You can see that's the notes that they have, watery note. You don't smell water, but you feel water. And with this scent, my mouth waters when I smell it. It smells refreshing, like if you just showered. It's green. There's not much I can say about this to describe the scent besides it's a clean green scent, watery, citrus with some woods. Is blended very well. There's not much more to say, but I think you should go try this out. This is another great composition by Josh. Slow Explosions, the new hype one from the line. So, saffron rose composition. This is what I'm getting from this. It does have an apple note in there that I can detect. Benzoin and cashmere. I've actually, if you have seen a few videos, I've mentioned I've grown tired of rose scents just because it was that rose oud combination kind of took over 2015, maybe some of 2016, and I kind of gotten sick of the rose note. For that reason, this will not make my collection, at least at this time, because I'm kind of not into it at this time, but I do think it smells very nice. It's very fresh. It's a new take on the saffron rose composition because it's more fresh. It's not as dense. A lot of people praise this scent, and I can see why. But like I said, just because I'm totally not into rose scents at this time, it's gonna be a pass for me. But I do recommend that rose lovers pick this up. I think this is an all-year fragrance, and I don't think you'll be disappointed at all with most of the ones from this line. If you're into unique fragrances that smell like almost nothing else out there, this line is for you as well. The next one is my favorite from the line, the Cobra and the Canary. The Cobra and the Canary. So, disclaimer, this was slightly reformulated. This version here is the older formulation, I believe, because I smelled it also with Steven Redolessence. This is a surprise to me that it became my favorite. The notes are lemon, orris, tobacco flower, leather, hay fields, and asphalt and iris. If you try hard enough, you can smell each and every one of these notes in here. The reformulation actually was slight on the top. So now the original version, which is this, opens with dominating harsh leather note. This is for about the first hour or so, and then the leather stays dominant, the dominant background throughout the fragrance, but the newer version opens up with a blast. You still get the leather, but opens up with a blast of bright iris. And then it kind of turns, you get the leather and you get all the other notes. They kind of both turn into the same scent eventually, maybe after the first hour, but the old version is more leather, harsh leather dominated in the opening, and the newer version is a brighter iris note in the opening. I can see I fell in love with the older version. The newer version is good as well. I'm actually picking that up for myself for Christmas. But they both turn into the same scent. So I think it was reformulated to be more attractive. Because to be honest, when I first tried this scent years ago, I didn't try too many. But when I first tried this one, when it first came out, I was turned off by that leather note. Now I love that leather note. This is not going to be one for everybody, but this is one that I enjoy a lot. I recommend that you get your nose on this one as well, as long as everything else in this line. Blended very well. This is a beautiful scent. Very versatile in my opinion. I think this can be worn all year round. Towards the end, I do get some sweetness in the dry down, almost like a vanilla-ish, creamy type vibe, but never. It's not too sweet. Like it's not as sweet as like Memoirs of a Trespass or anything like that. It just has a sweet tone to it that I enjoy very, very much. Again, I recommend it to everyone to try, but I know this one won't be for everyone. The next one is the Soft Lawn. This is another great scent. It has the perfect name. Spring fragrance. It's green, it's floral, with some woody aspects. Very unisex. And that tennis ball note. I don't know what a tennis ball smells like, but when I smell this, I smell a tennis ball. It's weird, but he was able to translate that into a fragrance, and enough props to you. This is one I'll be picking up towards the springtime. Very nice green fragrance. Excuse me. The next one is Violet Disguise. Floral, light. This is basically a floral scent with some sweetness that gives it a fuller body. Josh Meyer is a genius when creating unisex fragrances, I think, because everything here, I believe, is unisex. This one, though, I think it leans more towards the feminine. I don't mind it. I think I would wear this on occasion, but I wouldn't mind smelling this on a female. I may eventually guide some of my friends to pick this up, and then I'll take a decant or something from them. Very nice scent. Again, floral with sweetness behind it, but a little too feminine to make it into my collection. Last but not least, Yesterday Haze. This is my second favorite fragrance from the house. It's creamy, woody, nutty, with some fruits and sweet all at the same time. It's Josh Meyer balanced out all the notes on this fragrance very, very, very well. It's like you can't really pick out a particular one. I mean, you can if you try. You know, like us frag heads, we're trying to dissect the fragrance. So I can detect some of them, but at the end of the day, it's just the aroma that the blend creates is to die for. This is a great fragrance composition. Some may find this gourmandish, and others are going to find this woody. I think Josh did a great job of combining the two, and it's a little bit of both. Again, unisex, versatile, very approachable fragrance that I think will also garner compliments. Another must-have for me. So basically, we went through the entire house, and the last two that I said I've tried 12 out of the 14. The last two that I was unable to sample because they're either discontinued or no longer available are An Air of Despair, which I would love to sample one day, and Lorchid, Lorcady Terrible, something to that effect. I'm not sure. So if you guys have been following my channel, you know I've been discussing many niche indie houses recently, and providing quick feedbacks and my thoughts on the fragrance samples that I was provided with or purchased. I find that Josh Meyer and the House of Imaginary Authors quickly becoming one of my favorite houses, not only of the ones I reviewed, but overall. I pride myself in being honest with you guys. And watching back some of those videos, I realized I give props to these guys for attempting something that I wish I could, or I may eventually, but having the courage and to do so. And I noticed that I say a lot of them are very good. And excuse me. And that, to be honest, that's not bull. I think that these guys came out the bat on their first attempts and tried something different and succeeded. I think we need to support not only the members from the frac community, but support great fragrances. And although these perfumers may have a long way to go, I think they started off tremendously, and in the first few fragrances they've created fragrances that I would probably have in my collection. With that being said, when I first tried Imaginary Authors, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, I wasn't blown away. I don't think I was ready for them. After trying a few, like the Cobra and the Canary and Falling into the Sea, I was like, all right, they're okay, but why is he getting all this hype? I wasn't sure, and I didn't get it. But after speaking to him and trying out these 12 scents, I get it now. These are all unique, all creative, and the concept behind everything. Right, so you have a bookmark, right? And each fragrance is based on a story, right? And the scent itself actually takes you to the story based on the name. And now, when he first came out, they were just the bottle, right? They may have come in a sack or something. Now they actually come in a box that holds the fragrance in the middle that looks like a book that hides the fragrance inside. I think that's creativity from the concept to everything that Josh Meyer has done. I respect, and like I said, he's not only my favorite house out of the ones that I've reviewed, but he's quickly becoming one of my favorite houses. Really like top 10 of my favorite houses of all time. Most of these scents give you 8 to 10 hours. Some of them 14 plus hours. Out of the 12 scents, I loved 5, liked 5, and would not wear 2. So out of 12 scents, I'm probably gonna own 6 to 8, and then the rest I won't. But just think about that. That's a crazy number. And out of all the fragrances that I've tried, to be able to separate itself from everything I've tried, it's a feat in itself, an accomplishment. I don't think every scent here is for everyone, and I don't think everything that I enjoyed, everyone will enjoy. But I think Imaginary Authors and Josh Meyer definitely offers something for everyone. I definitely think you guys should reach out to him and order a sample pack. Or now he has the travel automizers. I know the 50 ml bottles run for $95, and the 14 ml travel automizers run for $38. You can also get these 2 ml things for $6 each. But I'm pretty sure you can reach out to him and try to get a travel pack. I'm not sure if he offers the whole travel pack. But again, Josh Meyer, my salute to you. I admire you, and my business is coming your way very soon. And I, again, suggest everyone go and try this out. I'm going to actually be giving away all 12 of these samples with the bookmarks the same way I received them. I'm going to forward them. I only had 1 or 2 wearings of each, except for the ones I didn't like. I probably just sprayed it a couple times. But I'm going to give away, just leave a comment below, like this, and share my video. Go over, check out the Imaginary Author website, and you'll be entered to win a sample pack of all the 12 fragrances that are available from the line. Till next time, Fragcom, peace, stay blessed. But before you go, please take a moment to rate, comment, subscribe. Again, share my video. It's all very much appreciated. Thank you for all your support. Till next time, peace.